Hey, Michael, good to see you. Do you feel like some of your regulars felt a sense of urgency down the stretch to seal this win, clinch home court advantage, and potentially give you guys a chance to rest some of those guys if indeed you choose that over the next 3 games?
I guess my first question for you is, did I miss your pregame? Were you there? Didn't see you.
I wasn't. I was on a flight. I was actually in an Uber trying my best to connect. Failed miserably.
Yeah, we're a no excuse team, Mike, so I don't want to hear that bullshit. I felt there was a sense of urgency, after losing at Utah, losing at home to Brooklyn. Granted, those are 2 really good teams, but we wanted to find a way to not only clinch, but get back to feeling good about how we're playing. And that was my challenge pregame and also at halftime. We got off to a great start tonight, and I thought that first half, end of the first was an 8-0 run for Charlotte. Then they opened the second on a 9-4 run, so 17-4. And I didn't think I benched you and played well enough. And the challenge was, we can't pick our spots. I don't have a magic wand for game 1 where we're just going to play better. We got to start, bringing it ourselves. And it was great to see us. That team battle. They're fighting for playing position to stay out of that 9-10 game. So we knew we'd get a great fight, but we made enough plays down the stretch to pull out the win and to secure home court advantage in the first round.
Michael Spencer.
Hey, Michael, Mike kind of alluded to it there. Now that you guys do have a home court advantage for the first round of the playoffs, will you consider resting guys moving forward for the regular season?
Yes, we'll keep all things under consideration, no doubt. As I was walking off the court tonight, Tim Connolly grabbed me and he said, what's crazy is that the last 3 years in a very deep and loaded Western Conference, we're the only team to have gained home court advantage in all 3 of the last playoffs. So I just think that's a tremendous accomplishment. And our players and our coaches and our trainers and everybody deserve so much credit because that's not easy to do. We'll look at these last 3 games. We have a back-to-back coming up. Try to really limit guys playing, maybe sitting them out a game or 2, and also maybe just, really taking their minutes down to a much better number. The last thing we want is anybody to get hurt going into the postseason.
Brandon Christel.
Yeah, Coach, I guess kind of 2 questions. One related to players specifically. Someone like Nikola, will you ask him or talk to him about whether you're sitting him, or will you make the decision without involving him? And then I guess how nice, whether it's a team tonight or the next couple before you get to Portland, to have teams that aren't, at the top of their divisions battling for playoff spots to kind of, allow other guys to play and maybe ease off the guys who've been playing big minutes.
Yeah, to your first question, Brandon, Nikola and I have been together for 6 years. We have a tremendous relationship, coach, player, friend, whatever you want to call it. So we've been having an ongoing discussion about that very subject, about potentially reducing minutes, potentially sitting out games. And that's something that we'll continue to look at. On one hand, I truly respect the hell out of Nikola. He has this immense amount of pride that he wants to play every night. But we also have to be smart, not only for Nikola, but for our team. We have already sustained enough injuries. We don't need the MVP, the clear-cut MVP, to have any injuries going into the postseason. And to the other point, as we play these next 3 games, it's an opportunity for other guys to play. The silver lining in the Brooklyn loss is Marcus Howard. He got a chance to play in the second half. It was great having Monte Morris available. We just wanted to limit him to first 10 minutes tonight, Monte, but other guys will get a chance to play. And any game minutes some of these guys get, they're invaluable.
Vinny Benedetto.
Hey, Michael, you guys really got out and ran in that first quarter, and I think that was kind of part of building that big lead. What allowed you guys to get out and get all those fast break points?
Yeah, I think, getting stops early, rebounding. Obviously, tonight we did a poor job on the glass, did a poor job taking care of the ball. I thought our 3-point defense was phenomenal against a really good 3-point shooting team, especially coming after the Utah and Brooklyn game where we really struggled in that area. But we are at our best when we defend, we rebound, and we run. And you look to attack, score before they can implement their game plan. They can get their matchups, whatever it may be. And the challenge is not to just do it early. Great running teams run for 48 minutes, and you got to be in great shape to do that. But that is definitely when we're at our best. We can get out and run and score some easy baskets before the defense is back.
Esteban Abed.
Hi, Coach. Congrats for the win. The 14 turnovers in the second half complicate the way to close the game to Denver now. But still that, how important is this victory to start a road trip for Denver?
Really important. As I mentioned earlier, Esteban, having lost 2 games in a row, you don't want to get to the habit of losing 3-4 games in a row. I did not want to go into the postseason on a losing streak. You have to find ways to win, even when guys are out. To your point, obviously the turnovers weren't great tonight, 18 for 24 points, and a lot of those coming in the second half. The game became a lot more interesting than it should have. Obviously, the kid Devontae Graham off the bench was spectacular, especially late. You got to limit those threes, but I'd much rather clean those things up after a win than after a third straight loss. So we got 3 games to go in this road trip, and I'm excited for our guys in that locker room. This has been a really long year. Let's call it what it is. Very long year for all of our players coming after the bubble. Uncertainty of a really short offseason, mentally and physically draining. And to be able to accomplish home court advantage with all the injuries that we've had is just a testament to the character of that group. And that's why I love coaching them so much.
All right, Coach, we got time for one more. We're going to end with Nicole from Tab Deportes.
Hi, Coach. Congrats for the win.
Thank you, Nicole.
Welcome. Michael Porter Jr. had a big night tonight in offense. So how do you feel about his improving season by season?
Yeah, obviously, if you look at Michael's very young and short NBA career, it's just been one of growth and continued improvement. He misses a whole first year because of his back, rehabbing, getting stronger, getting healthy. His rookie year, he plays well. You go to the bubble last year, I thought he was fantastic. With the injuries to Gary Harris and Will Barton, became a starter and showcased what he can do. And then this season, people forget he missed a lot of time in January due to the COVID protocols, but he's been outstanding. If you look at the stats since I think Jamal Murray went down, Nicole has played at a high level all year long. But when Jamal went down, Michael Porter has just taken his game to another level. And I think in the first half, he had 23 points, got us off to a really quick start, 6 boards. So he's growing, he's improving, and I know that he's got so much more room to grow and develop. And that's probably the most exciting thing about our team. We have a lot of young stars in this league, and the future is very bright.